Hey, you guys, so over the next few days, every night at 8 p.m., I'm going to be dropping a different video every single day. And the series is basically titled Reasons Why Newbie Bloggers, Content Creators, Podcasters, YouTubers, Instagrammers fail, right? Like 99% of people who set out to start a business online are going to completely fail. So today, day one, I'm going to give you the top reason why bloggers, podcasters, etc. fail. If you look around the bloggerverse, the Twitterverse, the Instaverse, it's a virtual graveyard of good intentions, right? Blogs, accounts, people just started things and they dropped them. They never finished. Why? The number one reason is because they had no passion. They started these accounts and they were in niches that they had no idea what they were doing. They had no domain expertise. So they don't wake up every morning and want to create more content. So what does that mean? Why is it so important to have deep domain experience, and what is deep domain experience? So this level of experience is when you know something so well and you have so much passion about it that you're an expert in the field, right? So if you've been working on something for 5 to 10 years, you're probably starting to get to that level of having this kind of massive experience with the subject matter, and at that level, you know this is when people start to come to you for advice. If your friends are coming to you constantly, they're asking you how to do something. Let's use the example French braids. I think we use the braiding art in your hair. Let's use this as an example. We used it in another video. If people are constantly coming to you for advice on how to do this, then you may have domain expertise, and this may be something that you can turn into a viable business. But why does it matter to have this level of expertise in order to start a blog or a podcast that's going to have longevity? It comes down to a simple thing, right? It's not just about expertise, it's also about interest and passion. Ask yourself this fundamental question, right? If you were to wake up every morning for the next 3 years, 5 years, or 10 years, what could you do? What kind of content could you create that would never feel like work? Like, this is something you love to do, you're so interested in, you could get up every day, you could work on it, and it wouldn't feel like work. This is what you need. This is the mentality, this is the niche that you need to go into in order to create a channel in a business, a content channel, a blog, whatever it may be, whatever the actual channel may be. This is what you need to have in order to sustain it, in order to create a sustainable business, because that's what we're talking about. We're talking about businesses, right? So if you're going to go and start an Instagram account, and your goal is to get 10,000 followers, and you're going to do it in the finance niche, let's say, because you heard there's a lot of money in this niche and you can sell all these products. Well, guess what? If you don't know squat about finance, you're 99% chance here that you're gonna fail. Why? Because in 2 weeks from now or in 4 weeks from now, you're gonna wake up and you're gonna have nothing to say. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna go out and you're gonna look at other big accounts of people who are experts, and you're gonna start copying what they do. And that might work for a little while, but eventually it's gonna fall apart on you. In order to really build a business like this, an online business, a business that scales, a content creation channel, you need to be working on something that you absolutely love and you have absolute passion for. And so that's the number one reason newbie bloggers, newbie content creators, I don't care what it is, YouTube, Instagram, podcast, whatever it may be, that's the number one reason you're going to fail, is you pick a niche that you know nothing about. So like for me, for example, I create content in the marketing and blogging and the online making money passive income niche. Why? Because I've been working on this stuff for 8 to 10 years. I get up every morning, I think about it before I go to bed. I'm not necessarily obsessed with it, right? But I love the subject enough that I never have problems coming up with ways to add value. I never have problems coming up with new content to add to these channels. If I want to go build a new site, I can do it easily. I know how to do it. People come to me to ask me how to work on their online marketing, how to grow their business, how to scale their sales funnels, how to do blogging, blah, 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 blah. This is something I've been working on forever, so I can keep doing this forever. So ask yourself, and this is super important, when you go in and start your online business, yes, you've heard the saying, the riches are in the niches, and that basically means there's certain niches, right, where there's a lot more money to be made, and those are things like health, wealth, finance, beauty, dating, things like that, right? There's always going to be money in those niches. It's true because they speak to the fundamental needs of all people, and those are the needs of survival, of being accepted by their peers, all these things, right? So yes, there's always money in those niches, but you should really be asking yourself, do you have what it takes to create content in a niche like that, for 3 to 5 years? If you don't, then you should squash that idea, and what you should do instead is ask yourself, what is something that you could see yourself creating content in forever, right? And it could be something really weird, like, it could be Stranger Things, or it could be fingernail art, or it could be whatever. But if you have passion to create content, I guarantee you can also make money in this channel, and you can make with this idea, and you can make enough to create a real lifestyle business for yourself, something that grows your life and your lifestyle, and that you can make money off of. So that's my advice to newbie bloggers or content creators. If you're thinking about your idea, what niche you want to go into, really sit down and write out some of the things that you love to do, that you're absolutely passionate about. Because if you get this wrong, if you go into a niche where you have zero passion, and you eventually you're gonna stall, you're gonna stop having ideas, you're gonna be annoyed, you're gonna fail. So this is day one of reasons why online content creators fail, and this is the number one reason. Go into a niche that you can see yourself creating content in for 3 to 5 years. All right, signing off.